Welcome to the video of the restoration project I have on hand. This is a Transformers Tyco set. You're looking at a picture of it on my computer monitor right now, just to get a better look at it here. You can see the train tracks, little decoys and buildings that come with it. Then you have the main train itself, which some of it transforms into other little parts. As you can see over here, some of these. It's hard to focus on this. It basically has everything that it's supposed to come with. All the tracks, all the engines are there. So, a few things are broken, stuff like that. I'm going to go to it and show you that now. Okay, so now on to the box itself. As you can see, it's quite large. Standing over it covers the entire frame. For reference, that's a deluxe size movie Bumblebee right there, and you can really see how small he is compared to this box. Say this box is about 2 feet by 1.5 feet approximately. We're going to go ahead and open it up and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so this is what we've got inside the box. We have all the tracks you can see there, the cars. This is our power track, where you hook up the power. You get your locomotive, boxcar trains. Some of these trains turn into other things as part of like the Transformers mytho. This is going to be the caboose right here. Okay, and then you have like a coal car as well that goes with that. Now all the pieces in here are in here. They come with these really huge layouts that you put together. As you can see, that's rather large. I mean, kind of stretches it out. I'm going to go ahead and spread this apart so you guys can see that. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the basic track layout. So if I can zoom out on that, it's pretty big. I mean, it's a good 3 foot by 4 foot anyway. I'd say it's about 4 by 3, 3.5, if not 4 by 4, a little less than 4 by 4 feet long, around rather, in a square. Came with the original instruction sheets right here, telling you how to take out those things that I just laid out, how to join the tracks, and then the power, which I'm going to show you later. There's the power track right there, where the track gets its power from, of course. Some detailed instructions on how to do that and keep it. Now these are the only things I'm missing with this set. I'm missing the paper buildings that go with this. I'm missing that tower. I'm missing this power station, the chimney power station. I'm missing those. Okay, but I do have all the parts to form the track and all the trains, which do need a little bit of repairs. This has kind of been overloved. This right here, I've tested it out on this and it is not working, so I'm going to be going down to the hobby shop to test to make sure that this works. The actual electrical transformer, not transformer toy, but electrical transformer power supply that will make these things go. We'll also be bringing the test track with me and the locomotive. I believe if you look right here, you can see some rust in there. Try to slow that down. A little bit of rust in there that might be holding it up. I'm going to clean that with some CLR, calcium lime and rust remover, and some Scotch-Brite and dry it up. And I'll be back and let you know how that goes. Okay, so I just tested this out again. I just wanted to document that I did this. I tested out this. That's plugged in over there on the track, and we're not getting any response no matter what we do, forward, reverse, nothing. So something appears to be wrong. I believe it's that rust in that piece that you're looking at right there where the locomotive is. Okay, so looking at this, it definitely down, you can't really see it with the camera, but down inside there you can see some rust on the track. That's our problem, because we have had the engine for this track looked at, and there is another way to connect this. I did want to keep this piece because of originality. I could have bought another piece to hook it up to, but the good news is, okay, so I've completely cleaned this piece off. Right in there you can see it used to be really rusty around there. Completely cleaned it off with CLR, calcium lime rust remover. I recommend you spray some on, let it soak for about 5 minutes, wash it off with warm soapy water, and let it completely dry before you hook this up. I can't stress that enough. Electricity and water, bad idea. Okay, so I went through the whole back of it. Luckily there was no rust on the real back part, so you can see the 2 terminals for each track to get the power to the track. Okay, so this has had time to dry. We're kind of time lapsing here. It's been about an hour since we did anything else, and we're about to hook this thing up. Okay, so we have this all hooked up now. Everything's been cleaned. It's hooked up to that track the right way. There is another way to do this, which I got at the hobby shop in case this piece of track right here with the cable ties was wrong, and that's these little wires right here. So you can attach these to the end of the track and then go under an original piece, and you can use these to power the track with your power cord. It was only like $3. I picked it up in case I needed it. Never know, I might need it again. So I'm just going to hang on to that. But now I can officially say this is all original, all factory. I just need my caboose on here and the thing will be complete. Here's a good look at the layout. You'll see a bunch of decoys down there. This set's kind of bumped in the middle. You can see it's raised and lowered, so they don't stand very well. I would imagine if you built a nice, some wood to put this on and glued it down with some adhesive, it'd come out really nice. But I'm going to keep it original and keep it being able to fit in a box, obviously. So I'm going to grab that caboose and we're going to try our first run. Okay, so we're all set up. Laid out the decoys. Here you can see the little miniature, supposed to be Transformers guys. There's some gray ones. And then over here I've got some blue ones. They don't really look like anybody in the Transformers universe. They're just kind of basically glorified decoys. I'm guessing Tyco did not license the actual names of the characters, hence that's why you have these generic looking little guys that came with it. I don't know if I have all of them, but to be honest, that's not part of the set to me that would be, oh, I have to have that complete, because they're just kind of like little statues. I'd rather use some World's Smallest Transformers and some Matchbox scale cars for a diorama. But for now, we are going to go ahead and throw our switch into forward. Oops, that's not. Okay, so looks like it's having a little bit of trouble moving along. There we go. These are not exactly the best connections here. I may have to use those other tracks. Okay, something seems to, I think these might be off the tracks. We're going to fix that real quick. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I went in here and I made sure these were nice and tight. Again, you can use those little connector ties to go to the track, which is a better way than this track, but this is how it was originally and it did work originally. So we're going to go ahead. I've made sure all the track is nice and connected at all the little intervals. I did do some work on the transforming trains. I won't get into their transformations right now. It's a little bit of a pain. Some of them are, one of the panels on the caboose is held on by some rubber cement. I didn't want to use glue and permanently damage it, so it can still kind of transform, but it kind of parts forms because it's cemented, rubber cement onto it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give this a whirl now. Look at that. Okay, might have hit a part in the track where it's not connected. So let me go ahead and there you go. And you see that light turn on in the front. Sometimes it needs a little juice power. There we go. Okay, so it's not getting by that part. There is a track over there that needs a little bit better of a connection. Maybe we can help push it along. It's just very slow, very old, hasn't been worked in a while. Sometimes. But the great thing about this is that it's all the same HO scale for these trains, so you can go get some new tracks. And this will work on any HO scale train track. Okay, now it's coming back. There it goes. Alright, now we look like we got it going. Left the caboose back there. I think that was part of the problem. As you see, we're kind of getting it to work. We're just working on little details of tightening up everything. We should have it being able to go around in just a second.